Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to do a blue-brown smoky eye. So this will work if you have blue eyes or if you have brown eyes. The reason that this works is because when you look at the color wheel, what makes blue eyes pop is brown colors and also blue colors. What makes brown eyes pop is blue and also brown. Purple is also a really good color if you have brown eyes, but this works just as well. What I'm going to be using is a more expensive product. I didn't actually buy this for myself, it was gifted to me, and it's the MAC Blue Brown Pigment. And it's exactly like the name says. It's blue but also brown. It's really weird but really beautiful. This is really expensive, but I've had it for so long and I don't even want to show you like how much I have in here because I'll like dump it all out. That's how long this has lasted me. So there is a couple dupes that you can get if you want to do this look. One is the L'Oreal Interpid color. It's almost the exact same, and there's also a color by ColourPop that's $5 called Bay, and it's also a blue-brown, so there's also a color in a Wet n Wild palette as well, so there's a couple different options. I'll put some links down below for the dupes if you want to check it out, if you want to do this look, or if you want to go all out and you think that you'll use this. I highly recommend the Pigment. It's really, really nice. So with every eye look, what we're going to start with is an eyeshadow base. So I'm going to use the NYX HD Eyeshadow Base. I'm going to apply actually quite a bit because I do really want the pigment to stick to my lid because it is loose. I'm going to take a medium-sized angle brush. I'm going to use this to apply the pigment. And for blending, because when you blend the pigment, it moves from a really concentrated blue-brown to a really beautiful, light, burnt kind of orange. It's really weird. You'll see. What I'm going to use to blend the pigment is I'm going to use the brush from the Subculture palette, just because it is the fluffiest brush that I have. It's a really, really nice fluffy brush. It's really good for blending, so I'm going to be using this, but any fluffy brush will work. I'm also going to use this little black beauty book, the Cool Edition. It's by e.l.f. Really, really affordable, and the colors are just beautiful. You can also get this in the Warm Edition. Highly recommend. They're really small in here, but you do get quite a bit, and you don't need a lot because they're really pigmented. To heighten the blue in this blue-brown pigment, I'm going to use probably a mixture of all of these. This one is my favorite, so I'll probably be using this one, maybe a little bit of this, probably all of them. So to start, we're going to just take the pigment, and I usually just use what's in the top, or I'll dump a little bit from in here into the just the top part, because you don't need a lot. So this is like way too much, but we'll just go with it. You don't want to do your foundation before you do this look, especially with a loose pigment, because you will get quite a bit of fallout. So we'll do our foundation last. So I'm just going to pick up the tiniest amount on my brush, and the only places we're going to be applying this is here and here. We're going to leave this middle part kind of open. So you can see as soon as you put it on, super pigmented. So just moved it up a little bit into my crease, but just taking the product and patting it on, not rubbing it, because as soon as you blend this, it changes colors. So that's as much as I'm going to do on the outer part of my eye, and then I'm just going to go and do the inner. So you can already see we got quite a bit of fallout, but that's alright. And now I'm going to take that brush from the Anastasia Subculture palette, and I'm just going to blend the area that's in my crease right up here. See how that changes colors? It's really, really cool. I'm just going to pick up more pigment and put it back in this area and in this area. Just because I do want some of that blue to show through. Look at all that fallout, it's crazy. I'm just going to go back and just blend just a little bit. Next step is to take a concealer. I'm going to use my usual favorite, the Hard Candy Glamoflauge Heavy Duty and Ultra Light. And I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer on the edge of the brush. And we're going to apply it into this bare middle part right in here. So it's similar to a cut crease, but you're just highlighting the middle part of your eye instead of going from the inner corner to the outer corner. And go right up close to the crease, but not all the way in. I'm going to take the Little Black Beauty Book by e.l.f., the blue colors, and I'm going to use my favorite one that I pointed out before, this one. And I'm going to mix it with a little bit of this one. They almost look like the exact same, but the second one is a little bit brighter. So I'm just going to pick this up on a regular flat fluffy brush. And we're going to do the same thing as before, not rub, just tap the product. So you can see that even though these little colors in this book are small, they're crazy pigmented. I got this e.l.f. Beauty book from London Drugs. They have the biggest e.l.f. selection I've seen. Also the biggest NYX selection if you're really into those products. So I'm going to take the fluffy brush again, and I'm just going to blend this into what we placed down before. So it's a lot of just reapplying and blending just so you get the seamless look. And so the last time that I'm putting on these blue colors, I'm going to just like kind of mix them all in this. I'm going to only blend the edges. I'm not going to go over the middle bit. So just right here and right here. I'm going to take a little bit more of that pigment on the angled brush and just reapply it in the same spot. Look at all this. That's why you don't do your foundation. To define my crease, I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. And I'm just going to use the black sparkly color in here. Any black sparkle that you have or even dark brown will work just fine. So this is a really beautiful palette. There's all these, and then there's a couple bigger ones in here. Really, really. And I'm going to pick it up on this edge of the Anastasia brush. Just placing this into the crease. So this pigment changes colors when you apply it over top of a white base or a black base. I didn't put down any color before I put this, just so you could see the true color of the pigment. But it does turn into different colors depending on the base that you put it on top of. It's really versatile. It's like 4 eyeshadows in one. And I'm going to pick up more pigment and go over the black just so you can see how it changes colors. The only thing we did was add that black in here compared to this. This is more brown. This is more deep, obviously, with the black, but really, really cool. I usually wait to do my lower lash line eyelid section with product, but because there is quite a bit of fallout with this, we're just going to do it now and then only slightly touch it up after we're done our foundation. We're going to pick up just a little bit more of the pigment, just connect it to the upper part that we blended out. Same as before, a little bit on the inside here. And just to make sure that the blue sticks, I'm going to take the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in number 17, Tu-Tu-Turquoise. It's almost the exact same blue as this, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just run it along where I want that blue. Be similar to what we did with the concealer. I'm going to go back to those blues from the e.l.f. Beauty book. And a little bit more pigment. It's all very repetitive. So the next step is to clean up all of this with a makeup wipe. The last step is eyeliner. Take my favorite eyeliner I've talked about a million times already. The Essence Super Last Waterproof. And we're just going to line the upper. No wing. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face and then I'll show you the final look. This is the final eye look. For my brow bone highlight, I use the Stila Bronze Glow Eyeshadow Trio. And I just use this brightest color. It's a really nice soft cream highlight. Any off-white or white will work. And then I just use that same fluffy brush from before and blend it into my crease here. And then for my mascara, I used my same favorite Essence Get Big Lashes for my waterproof first layer. And then this super awesome dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara just came out. And it's definitely worth all the hype that everyone's been talking about it. It's the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof. Oh, it is good. And I do have a Better Than Sex mascara here. I'm just going to show you the comparison of the brushes. So this is the Lash Paradise one. You can see that it holds a lot of product. This is the Better Than Sex. They're almost identical, but the Lash Paradise holds way more product. It's crazy, and it's way cheaper. For my lipstick, I used the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Transylvania. If you have any questions about the products that I used or about any of my face makeup, you can see I have a pretty strong highlight on here. And a contour. You can look at my highlight and contour video. I'll post it down below if you want to learn how to get this. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.